Hello and welcome back to Venus. I'm Mick, we're playing Stationeers. Now, after my last video, we were talking about cooling water there. So I've got some comments there sort of saying, well, in terms of making your hydrogen, it's actually better to use the biomass refining, not the composter. So I thought, well, really? Let's do a test. So I've set it up. I have got my composter connected to a little bit of water. I hope I've got enough in there. Or this is not going to work very well. 343 moles. Yeah, it'll do. So the composter will compost. Strangely enough. It will do that, and we will collect the hydrogen through the hydrogen filter into our hydrogen pipe here. I will compare that to the recycler. So we'll chuck some of our grass in the recycler, into the centrifuge, because you usually get biomass straight out of that, but we get the reagent mix now, so we've got to run it through the recycler, and then we'll just pump it through an arc furnace. Arc furnace will do the job, so that's the way we'll go. We shall collect the gas out of that one as well. So off we go. I've got 30 hay each. So you can go into there, and I can poke my head through the window. You are processing. Switch you on. We're good. So you should now be producing hydrogen, which you are. I've also got a little display here with some code running just to count how much water has been used, because people are saying, well, this produces hydrogen but uses water. So aren't you better off just using this thing that doesn't use water? So we'll see. We'll see. This one we go into the recycler. Turns into biomass. But then it spits out a reagent mix. So I have to chuck you into there. Oh, I'm sorry. Switch you on. So that'll take a little while to go through, but this one will take a little while to get through as well. Yeah. Of course, this one's not using water now, so it's currently still sitting on 0 water consumed. Yeah, so this one, yeah, this will take a little while. Now, one thing I have noticed, we got our first poop out of that one. That one takes the lead. 3 done. So it looks like they'll, once that speeds up, they'll probably go through at about the same speed. So speed-wise is not an issue. But I have noticed something with the biomass there. So if we say biomass is U, from this we get 8 mole of volatiles and 4 mole of pollutant. Now this 8 mole of volatiles is pretty awesome. The other source of it is cobalt. Cobalt, we get 1 mole of volatiles. That's usually our other source. But when you're starting out on Venus, you want to get your first load of steel. Yeah, 1 mole. So I have previously been always running through looking for cobalt to get my volatiles early game, when really I could be using biomass, which I can just make infinitely. Admittedly, this thing takes steel plates to make, so I've got to at least do 1 lot of steel with cobalt. But then just recycling my spare potatoes into biomass, I can get 8 times as much volatiles from that. So I think that might be the way I get volatiles in future when I play on hot worlds. Well, hot worlds that don't have volatiles. That's Venus. Of course, Vulcan has an ample supply of volatiles. But anyway, we are... Whoa, race is on, neck and neck. We've done 4. You've done 6. No, you've done 9. You got a head start though. But anyway, let's wait a bit and see how we go. You've got nothing because I haven't put it into the furnace yet. Yes, I was a little bit worried there for a second. All right, so once we get this, we are of course going to have to turn that back into water, so as we can see whether or not we actually this turns out as a positive result. Now, I've been using this for making water on Mars, so it is definitely a positive result. It will allow you to produce more water than you actually use. So I know it's definitely positive, but is it more positive than this? I mean, this one does, of course, get you the fertilizer. But I don't need this going infinitely, making a massive pile of fertilizer that I never use. So if I could just take that same biomass and chuck it into here. And of course, on the hot worlds, I then have to recondense that water to use it. That's water that could be going to my plants. It's very difficult. I've done all this to condense water. I mean, all of this. Just as experiments to condense water. So it's not an easy job on Venus. So every little bit that you have to condense is good or not good. Okay, this one has just finished what it's got, and this one has still got 2 to go. So they're both going around about the same speed, because that one did have a bit of a head start. So this one's taken a bit longer, although it hasn't gone into the furnace yet, so it's still going to take a bit longer again, but I don't think it takes long to go through that thing. I know the coal goes through there instantly, no matter how much you put in there. I don't think this does, though. It takes a little while to cook. Almost done. Boop, we're done. Right, I can dump that out now. So this one, we have used 196 moles of water, and we have produced 490 mole of volatiles. So if we use 2 per water, oh, okay, that's not much of a gain. Assuming the maths works out that way. Right, but now I've got this connected to a mixer and some water, and we are currently just got to equalize that with the oxygen. 42C, 42.3. Yep, that's pretty much equalized. So I can switch you on. You're on. You're on. Alright, so we'll just switch you on. We'll have you going very hot into here, making our water. There is some tiny amount of unburnt oxygen and volatiles coming out of there, but we've equalized the temperature, so hopefully it's a little bit oxygen rich. So hopefully that'll get us a good idea of what we've got there. So you're then of course doing your thing and producing water over here, well, steam over here. I'm not pumping it back into the original pipe because this is very, very hot. So we're just counting the moles on a different reader over here. But that should now be counting back down or counting back up again. Now that's got a bit of catch up to do. This one has done its thing. Okay, that was quick. We have got 240 moles. Well, there's 8 mole each and 30 biomass. I guess it's almost like it's what it said on the packet. We had, was it 490 on this one? So we've definitely got more gas out of that, out of the other one. So yeah, let's turn that into water and see how that translates back into water. You are actually colder than the other one. Nice. 25.3, 23. I'll leave that, let that go a little bit longer to equalise. As we go along, they are both using not much power. That one's using more now because everything's switched on. But we're still running negative on that one. And you still have to equalise. We'll wait a bit longer for that to equalise. 25, 23.9. I'll let it go a bit longer. Okay, that's good enough for me. Switch you on as well. You are once again very hot. Just a tiny bit oxygen rich. A little bit of unburnt stuff in there, filtering out the crap and keeping the water. Nice. And of course we've got some coal which we can use for power. Power is always handy. Or we can use it for steel. Now that we've got the gas to make the steel, that'll be handy. Now, you are going, you are 26, you are still negative. Okay. And still got 40 mole in there. Well, and whatever's mixed in the fuel and in the waistline. Wow, this one's winning. Well, it's definitely going to be positive. We knew that, though. Okay, let's wait till that's all cooked then. Okay, that's all burned. We just have what's mixed fuel there. And you're still going. And you're done. You off. Didn't run out of oxygen. Didn't run out of oxygen. Well, the gas has actually been processed quicker. Well, probably because there's less of it. From the arc furnace, from the biofuel. It's got to suck the last of it out of here. And it's all done processing. And almost. There we go. That's all clear. You're good. You're good. We have our final number there. 183 moles. Nice. And you are still going. Well, that's the last of the fuel there. Just going to suck everything out of that one. And and you're done. You're done. You're done. And you have got everything in there. So if we look at the final results, we have got 137.4. That's excess above what we've used. So that went down to start with. Now it's gone back up to 137 moles from the 30 biomass we put in there. This one we have got 162. Okay, so that one will get us more water per unit of biomass. Now, of course, we've still got to use water to actually grow the biomass, but I mean that's the same on both of them there. But the growing the biomass gets us the oxygen we need to actually combine with the volatiles to create the water. So we've still got to grow stuff regardless. But this one will get us fertilizer, which can grow plants. This one will not. This one will get us coal that we can use to get power or make steel. That one is certainly easy to build. And that one gets you more. Although this one makes more water, you have to then cool it down because this will use it more. And cooling down water is a problem. When you're making the biomass with the hay, using fertiliser might be the difference between getting 15 or 16, so it's not worth fertilising your hay. If you're fertilising your potatoes, it might be the difference between getting 3 or 4, so you're getting an extra 33% growth speed or growth yield on this, you can cut your garden down by a quarter. That would use less water. I think I've still got to build one of these specifically for fertilizer, but my mainstay of my volatiles production I think will come from biomass. Well, that comes in chunks. You've got to then oh, no, 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 no. This produces constant volatiles. This will produce it in big chunks whenever it goes into there. How the hell am I going to make a graph for that? Well, that's stupid. Oh, that'll be a terrible graph. No. No, 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 no. It is better though. 162 versus 137. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to change over to that on my hydrogen production. I mean, that one gets you nitrogen. On Vulcan, where it's easy to cool down the water, you want the nitrogen to grow your plants, or some of your plants anyway. So that's not a bad thing. Probably use that on Vulcan. I think on Venus I might have to go that way. Anyway, that's about all I wanted to experiment with today. The biofuel will generate more hydrogen than the composting does, which probably makes sense, really. But anyway, that's that. I think I'm going to have to redesign my hydrogen production now. Well, that's about all we've got for today. So, till next time, happy building. See ya.